Hi there everyone, welcome to YogiBats Fitness. So this is the day 24 of our 30-day yoga challenge and we are still doing inversions.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you want to travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I'm...
And for today's practice, we'll be doing different ways to do the headstand or the tripod headstands from beginner to advanced or most advanced option. So again, if you have some concerns or injuries, better to seek the advice of your physician first before starting any kind of exercise, especially the hard ones. And as for inversion poses, you are not allowed to do these asanas or poses if you have some concerns, current injuries on your shoulders, on your neck, also on your eyes if you have glaucoma, and if you have, what else? And for the ladies, if you have your monthly period, don't do inversions. You can still do this practice, just avoid the inversion part. Let us begin the practice by doing few rounds of sun salutations A and B. So go on top of the mat. So standing straight and still and equally pressing the feet on the mat. You elongate through the spine, broaden your chest, then focus on your breathing. So take few long breaths here. Just inhale and exhale through the nostrils. So focus on the in-breath, expanding the chest and the ribs. And the out-breath, relaxing the shoulders or the whole body. Now inhale, extend your arms upward over the head. Exhale, bend forward. Just micro bend the knees and fully lengthen the spine. Look forward, flat back. Palms on the floor. You can spread out your fingers and step the legs backward to plank. For easier option, you can take your knees down. Keep your belly muscles strong as you lower down halfway. Inhale, push the floor. Then pressing your hip down and opening your chest. Exhale, curl your toes and lift the hip back. Again, just fold the knees and prioritize the length of the back body. Rotating your arm bones outward as you ground the fingers. Pulling the sit bones up to elongate the spine. And then you can bicycle the feet slowly. Or you can move your hips side to side. Or if you feel tight on your neck, you can just nod your head forward and backward. Or move it to the side. You just feel free to move around just to loosen out any tightness, feeling of restrictions on the body. And then just be still for a few breaths, keeping your limbs active and strong. Then going forward to the top. Take your feet on top, then inhale, open your chest, exhale, bend over. Inhale, you lift the chest, arms up, you can elongate the whole body. Then exhale, lower your hands beside your hip. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, bring the arms up. So just go with the breath. Exhale, you fold from the hip. Inhale, open your chest. Fold the legs, palms below your shoulders and go to plank. So keeping your whole body strong, lower down to half plank or you can take your knees down. Inhaling, arch the spine and exhaling, return to your down dog. Again, breathe in and breathe out for 5 breaths. And within that span of time, you can again check or feel your whole body. If you still need to adjust or move something. If you're perfectly fine, then be still. Just focus on your breathing and keep creating length and stretch. So look forward and take your feet to the top. Breathe in, open your chest. Breathe out and bend over. Inhale, rise and extend the arms toward the ceiling. Then exhale, hands down to your sides, relaxed. We'll do sun salutation B, so you fold the knees. Reach the fingertips down on the floor, then keep your thighs as you bring the arms upward alongside the head and try to lean backward a little bit. Activate your belly. Bend forward, extending the spine and the legs. Look forward, open your chest. Again, palms on the floor and return to your plank. Breathe out slowly as you transition to your low plank. Breathe in gently, bend the spine backward. And exhale, go to your down dog. So from here, shift the left foot out and step the right foot between your palms. And see that you're turning the left hip bone forward as you bend the right leg. Hands extending upward. Again, palms on the floor, exhale as you return to your plank. Breathe out to low plank. Breathe in, strong arms, you open your chest. Breathe out, return to down dog. Shift your right foot out and step the left foot forward. So align your heel with the right arch and then you bring the body upright. Going down again to the floor. Again, just follow the rhythm of your breath. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, open your chest. Then exhale, return to your down dog. So take a few full breaths here. And then fold the knees, look forward, and again take your feet to the top. Again, inhale and exhale, you fold over the thighs. Fold the knees, hands over the head, going down to your chair pose. Push down through your feet as you come up, then hands down to mountain pose. We'll do that one more time. Bend the knees, hands up, inhale, and exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, look ahead. Bend the legs and exhale to your low plank. Inhale, pushing the floor. Exhale, lifting the hip backward and up. Inhale, turn the left foot out as you move your right foot between your palms. Arms up. Then exhale, palms on the floor. Going back again to low plank. Inhale, lifting your chest, pressing the tops of the feet down. Exhale, return to down dog. Right foot out as you step the left foot on top. Square your hips as you extend your arms upward. Hands down, and then bring the left leg back to your low plank. Exhale. Inhale, again arch the spine, activate the legs and your arms. Exhale, return to your down dog. So breathe in fully, try to find length. Breathe out completely, try to release any discomfort or tensions. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the nose. Now you fold the knees, look forward, go to the top of the mat. Again, hands on your shins or on the floor, just elongate the spine as much as you can. Then exhale, you bend. Fold the knees, hands up, chair pose, and ground through your feet as you lift the chest, hands down to your sides, standing straight. So take a few breaths here. Just breathe in and breathe out continuously. And then on the next inhale, bring the arms upward and slowly bend backward. Again, hug the leg bones in and extend your seat bones down, ribs up. Exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Bend the legs and then spread out your fingers underneath your shoulders as you return to plank. Lower down and coming up. Inhale. And exhale to your down dog. So going down to your all fours. So remember that foundations plays an important role when doing inversions. And strength of your foundations are really crucial in maintaining your pose. So here we'll be trying to learn how we place our base, which is the hands, on the floor as we go up to our tripod. So keeping the left hand, you walk the right hand forward. Let me adjust at the center. So keeping the left hand, or the left elbow over the wrist, you slide your right hand forward. As the chest moves forward, don't move the elbow, you're just bending or hinge from your elbow. Take the forehead down. So this is the arm you need on your tripod. When you do tripod, you have to follow this angle, this 90-degree angle, wherein the elbow is over the wrist And the shoulders are in line with the elbows and not too low so that you don't put too much stress on the shoulder joints. So slide until you make that 90-degree angle on the left, and then push it, pulling the right hand. Slide the left hand, bending the right elbow 90 degrees. Keep your core strong. Remember, keeping the core muscles active will help you stabilize the inversion pose. Again, slide your right hand forward. We'll do this 3 rounds. So that was 1. Bending the elbows, push the left hand. So there is a continuous pushing action happening on the arm as you stay on your inversion. Otherwise, you will feel the weight much on your head and neck, and that's not healthy. So slide the left hand again, bending the right, and pull the hand as you push the right. So that was 2. 1 more, bend the left as you slide your right hand, keeping your core or the belly strong, and then push as you pull your right. Last one, inhale, you slide forward, exhale, you pull. So again, here you can rest on your child pose if you feel fatigue on your shoulders. Or if not, then we'll go to the next one, wherein we'll be activating the shoulders and the back muscles. We'll just awaken those muscles which are really important in maintaining our good form. So moving forward on the belly, have your feet together, cactus arms here, and then we'll do back extension, lifting the chest as high as you can, flexing the back and rotating your arm bones upwards, so squeezing your shoulder muscles in, and then exhale down. We'll do it again. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Next one, you'll bring the hands here beside your hips, or if you're flexible on your shoulders, you can have your fingers together this way. So lace the fingers, squeeze the palms together, and the shoulders. But if you cannot do that, you just have to find your hands here next to your hip. Draw your scapula or the shoulder blades together as you lift the chest, hands up as high as you can, and lift the legs. So firm the leg muscles, the back and shoulders. Exhale down. Again, inhale, you lift yourself up. So go as high as you can, activating everything on the back. Exhale, lower. This time you extend your hands forward with your palms together. So turn your arm bones outward and squeeze the palms together. Straighten the elbows. And then again, same thing, we'll be working out your back, the legs, and the shoulders. So bring your head as high as you can, the legs, and then see if you can bring the arms up alongside the head. So activating the shoulders, your rotator cuff muscles, your traps. On the exhale, release. We'll do it again 1 more time. Inhale, you lift. So feel how the back, the shoulders, and the arms are working. And exhale, you release. Have your palms down again, right beside your ribs. Curl your toes and press down through the balls of your feet until you feel firm on your quads. Push yourself up to your plank. If you cannot do that, push to all fours. And then move up to your down dog pose. Again, to decompress the back body. So inhale and exhale fully. So fold the knees, look forward, and step your feet on top of the mat. Inhale, open your chest, and exhale, bend forward. Inhale, rise and extend the arms upward. Extend, and on the exhale, hands down. Now inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, again, bend forward. Look forward. Inhale, going back to your down dog on your exhale. So from here, you take your knees down. So let us assess if the arms and shoulder strength are enough to sustain this pose, or to for us to do this pose. If not yet strong, if the arms are not that strong yet, then you need to work them out along with your core muscles. So to do that, we'll go to a Dolphin Tripod. So you take your head. Now we have to measure first the distance of the arms by holding the opposite elbows And then taking the palms together. So where your palms are, it's where you should be putting the head. And where the elbows are, it's where you should be putting the palms. So drop the head to the crown of the head. So chin to your chest. And then the palms on the floor where you put the elbows. And then lift your knees up. So you have to keep a good form on your shoulders and on your hands. You're not collapsing your shoulders this way, so you have to push your hands up. Now you have to activate your core to lift the hip. You can walk closer. Now make sure you're feeling long on your neck. If you feel too much weight on the neck, on your hands, then meaning you still lack strength. You need to add more strength so that you can lessen those tension on the neck and head. So if you're okay with that pose, let's try to do that for 5 breaths and see if you can hold it. So again, head down on the floor, lift the hip and continue pushing the floor and keep squeezing through the hip bone, keeping the back as flat as you can. So if you're tight on your hamstrings, walking forward might be impossible, so you can just bend the knees. So lower after 5 breaths. So if you're struggling too much just to maintain that pose for 5 breaths, then you're not that ready to do the headstand yet. So you have to do more of the strengthening, shoulder strengthening and core strengthening poses. So if you're okay doing that pose, then let us try to advance to the next level by lifting one leg. So again, going down on the top of your head, lifting the hip up as high as you can, keeping your arms strong, and then you lift one leg up. So you lift as high as you can, tiptoe the bottom foot and try to stay here. Maybe 3 to 5 breaths, and after you lift the other one up. So continue pushing the hip, pushing the hands, activating your core muscles. Then you lower. Knees down, point your toes backward. Then again, sitting upright here on this pose, Virasana. So that was the second stage, and let's try to do the third stage of this pose. So let me show it to you first before you try to do it on your own. So again, positioning your palms, measuring the distance, or where you should be putting your palms in the head. And then after lifting the hip up like the dolphin, you go as close as possible towards the head. You bend one leg at a time and put it over the arm. And then followed by the other leg. So make sure you're strong and steady on your hands and you're not feeling much of your head. And your shoulders are not collapsing, you're pushing your shoulders away from the neck, trying to expand the shoulder blades apart. And here keep the pose for 3 to 5 breaths. If you're struggling balancing this pose or stabilizing this pose, again, don't go yet to the fourth one, which is the tripod headstand. So you can just stay there until you become steady and strong, then you can go to the full pose. So from that third stage of the tripod, you can go to the full tripod pose by lifting one leg at a time, or maybe lift both legs simultaneously. Again, let me demo the pose. Again, just do this one if you're comfortable with the bent knee tripod. So if you're okay here, you're not shaking a lot on your hips, on your arms, then you can lift one leg up. And then again, be as vertical as you can, activating your core muscles. And to go down, you can bend one leg slowly and then drop your feet down on the floor. And the last method to do that pose is by lifting or raising the legs up simultaneously, using the strength of your hip muscles or the entire midsection. So let me show that again. So again, only do this method if you're pretty comfortable on the first 3 methods. If not yet, then just master the third one. So again, placing the palms on the floor, checking your distance, spreading out your fingers, and don't let the elbows flare out. Again, I forgot to mention, don't let the elbows move out or in. So you have to keep your elbows the same line as your wrist. So go as close as possible towards the head, and then from here, just keep the legs straight and just hinge up from the waist, pulling the legs up inch by inch. So don't rush. And once you feel that vertical line, you stop. Again, you don't need to really tighten everything on the midsection. Once you're upright, You don't need to really activate those muscles, you just have to keep your arms strong. And then slowly release. So what I really mean when I told you that you don't really need to activate your core muscles when you're already upright is you have to imagine when you stand upright and really straight, like in Tadasana or this pose, mountain pose, all you need to do is to really fix your foundation, spread out your toes, and you just have to align everything, the head, the sternum, the tailbone, and your feet. When those points of the body are really in one straight line, then you can feel the core muscles, the legs, actually every muscle of your body is not really tight or not really flexing or compressing too much. That's just to sustain this pose. So same as through when you're doing tripod, you just have to fix your base, which are the arms. You have to have strong arms, shoulders, and then everything else from the shoulder up towards the feet, you don't need to really activate them fully. Well, they will activate just a little just to sustain that upright posture of the body, but not to the extent of you flexing everything on the body. So again, just keep that in mind to find that vertical line when you're going upside down, and everything else will be more comfortable. So those are the methods of how to do the tripod headstand. So I gave you 4 methods, so you can apply it on your own. So choose a method that's really comfortable for you, and don't jump straight to the last or the final method. So you just have to work your way up slowly and step by step. And in that way, you will avoid lots of injuries or possible injuries that might happen. So thank you guys for attending today's class. I hope you learned something of value that you could apply on your inversion practice. And before we end, you can just go to your Savasana, just lie down on your mat and then just have a few minutes there, just to relax your body and your mind. So hope to see you guys again next time. Namaste.